Okay, you're given the conditions here to set up three linear equations with three unknowns. You're told that we invest $2 million at different percentage rates. And here's the variables we're going to use: X, Y, and Z. For X is at 7%, 8.5% for Y, and 9.5% is represented by Z. So the sum of X plus Y plus Z must equal 2 million. That's the total amount invested. And then you're told that the total interest earned is 161,250. So if we take 7% of X plus 8.5% of Y plus 9.5% of Z, we get the amount of interest earned. And then the final equation is the fact that the amount at 8.5%, which is Y, is 4 times the amount earned at 9.5%, which is Z. So Y is 4 times Z. If we want to set that up for solving as a system, you get this. And then, of course, we have 0x. And I write it like that because I want to use this online Gaussian elimination calculator. So I change the names of the variables to X, Y, and Z, and plugged in the coefficients for X, Y, and Z from these three systems. And then I click Solve System. And on these boards, I pasted in the steps that are involved in reaching the solution. The idea is that we want to end up with 1, 1, 1 along the diagonals and zeros everywhere else. And then over here to the right, that'll be the value of X. That'll be the value of Y, because this is X, Y, Z. Okay, and so there's three kinds of transformations you can make to an augmented matrix like this. You can multiply any row by a scalar other than 0. You can interchange rows. And you can also add a multiple of any row to another row. So, and this is the notation that's used. So if we multiply row 2 by multiply row 1 by negative 0.07. So we're going to multiply this row by negative 0.07 and add it to row 2 and replace row 2 by that number. These are the values we get. And the whole point was to get 0 here. We already have a 0 here. And then we repeat the process. So I'm not going to go through every step. Pause the video, take notes, and try to duplicate it on your notebook paper. But here are the other steps with the notation that's used. When it says divide by 0.015, that's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of that number. And so on. Notice how we're getting closer and closer to getting ones along the diagonals and zeros everywhere else. And there's the final answer with this blue rectangle hiding the result. So pause the video, see if you can get the final answer, and then I'll reveal it. There you go. Hope that helped. And of course, you can use a TI-83 or 84 to do similar. They've got I can't remember what it is. CF. I can't remember. But there's a function that does Gaussian elimination on your graphing calculator too. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.